Welcome to the Black Boy Joy Show.
We won't be before you long, but we were gonna be before you strong. Yeah, amen. Hey,
I'm Marcus Ivory.
I am Mouse Jones, and if it's looking a little light in here, that means Jameer's black ass ain't here.
That's right.
We don't know where his
light skin light.
We here. Look at us. We here. I don't know where Jameer black ass at, but we love him, and he'll be here shortly.
Jameer, we miss you. We gonna see you in a minute, bro. Let's just give a shout out real quick to our sponsors.
Let's give a shout out, because you know.
Wealthy Images.
Because who wouldn't want a wealthy image?
Right? Check us out.
A basic bitch wouldn't. A basic bitch would not want a wealthy image.
But we can make a basic bitch. Wealthy Images can make a basic bitch.
But we don't fuck with basic bitches.
Look wealthy.
Whoa, that was a little Chris Brown.
That was crispy. That was crispy.
Whoa.
Crispy, you know?
But yes, we're here. I'm happy to be here. Shout out to Wealthy Images. Well, it's only two of us, so I guess we can't do the spelling test.
I'm one of the spelling champs anyway.
I think we've all won at this point.
I mean, you know, so it'd kind of be like a
wouldn't be
battle.
fair.
You know,
it
like
would
a
be
championship.
I mean, but somebody would have to be here to like throw it off.
Yeah, so
and you know,
don't worry about it. We're gonna say that for y'all to next week on the Young Spelling Bee.
There you go, because I was ready. I had some words. I'm actually gonna probably use these words next week because I had some words for the ass. Mark, what brought you joy this week?
What brought me? I mean, I'm not sure. Well, last week when I wasn't here, I was working, and working always brings me joy.
Yes.
And it was a big week. Like we had Powerhouse, we had Title X.
Yeah.
It was just a lot of stuff going on, so that gave me joy last week. You know,
yes.
Going there, being there, amazing performance, amazing people was there, and yeah, it was a good time. What about you? What brought you joy this week?
My Wealthy Images shoot.
How was
I had
that?
a Wealthy Image shoot. You know how it was, because you tried to be petty after my shoot. You tried to text me a little picture, and I said, I was mad. I was like, yes, that's what I was going for, bastard.
But the pictures came out really good.
I
barely recognize you right now, like from looking at the pictures.
All right, let's relax. I look mad fucking good on camera or not, but Wealthy Images did enhance it. So shout out to Wealthy Images. You too should get a Wealthy Images page, because I posted a little behind the scenes thing, and motherfuckers was in my DM like, oh, I knew you would make it. You didn't even know what the fuck I was doing. The dumbass. You just seen a camera flash. They're like, I always knew you was making it.
He made it.
Don't ask me for no money.
Give me $20.
Don't ask me for no money back. I'm not even worried about the people that's asking to borrow money. I'm tired of the people.
I ain't paying nobody back.
Right. Like, don't ask me for money back that you ain't asked me for when I was broke. Now you think because I got a job, I got some money. I do, and I'm going to keep it. The way I keep my job, keep money in my pockets by not paying y'all bastards back.
I mean,
be smarter with who you.
If you got it.
Come on, that's why I said if you had it to lend me, you ain't really need it.
Moving on.
Come on, I'm gonna try to take your joy.
Literally, somebody tried to take my joy like yesterday with the whole thing that happened. And
what happened? Talk to him.
Well, you know, in New York City, guys, there was a act of terrorism, I think they're calling it.
Yes, they are classifying an act of terrorism.
Yeah, this guy rented a truck from Home Depot, drove on the West Side Highway, hopped on the bike lane, hit some people, killed some people.
I want to say that I think the total is up to 8 at this point.
Yeah, like 8 dead.
Mm-hmm.
8 dead, 12 injured, like 20 people were involved, and it was just crazy because, like, New York goes off for Halloween. Yeah. Like, some of the best costumes, and the parade was yesterday, and, like, it was a lot going on, and that moment just tried to, like, damper everything, and it was just like, damn, you know? So that kind of took my joy. I wasn't affected. No one I know was affected. I'm glad. Thank you for that. And, you know, my condolences for, like, all the families that were affected, but that kind of, like, took my joy a little bit. What about you?
Halloween.
You're not a Halloween person.
No.
Side note, on a happier note, I loved the set. Like, I'm so pissed that I wasn't here for Halloween, bro. Like, it was so dope. The rat was the start. Did you see that rat I got?
Yeah.
Yo, I have a funny story to tell.
I heard the rat caught your ass off guard.
It caught me off guard, but it caught somebody else off guard even better. Like, which we'll get to in a later story. But what about you? Besides, how did Halloween take your joy?
It was so fucking long. It was
Halloween?
Like it was like a week long this week.
Halloween was
started on Thursday,
like
and I, for those who don't know, work in Times Square, so I already don't like that.
It's Halloween every day in Times Square.
Yeah, but it was extra. Like, people just extra. Like, I was telling people, it didn't like yesterday.
Like, was it like a zombie Elmo?
I wish I would have snuffed it.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, I just don't like people. I don't like people like that. I already don't like people like that. And then I don't like people in Times Square like that. Then they in camera, they in costumes and shit. I don't like that. And then like yesterday, I stayed far away from all Halloween activity yesterday. I played basketball and then went to leave. People was running up to me. I'm telling them, stay from around me. Stay over there with that bullshit, bro. Yeah, I don't like the Halloween shit. It's just because it don't really be Halloween.
But you have kids. You have to like Halloween.
We don't celebrate Halloween.
Are y'all Jehovah's Witness?
No, we just don't celebrate Halloween.
They're missing out. They need to hang out with their Uncle Marcus next year for fucking Halloween.
No, you a spirit.
Good night. Anyway. What's your topic? Like I'm really excited about this topic, and
so we have a pretty good topic this week. I think everybody's gonna enjoy. Hey, what the fuck? No, what is that? What is that? Industry people.
Hey, bro, I'm watching your show.
Yo, bro,
I'm watching your show, bro. Real quick, can you? Sorry about that, guys.
Yo, can you shout out my artist? Fuck out of here.
Yo, plug my song, bro.
But this week's topic is parent or partner. This is something that really hits home to me as a black man, and just this show alone is just like a culmination of growth. Like I feel like of all of us, and I feel like this topic really hits home for at least for some I've seen in the black community and never could really put a finger on it, right? So basically, when I ask parent or partner, it's like black men as a whole. You cute? You done?
I'm just trying to make sure I look good.
Oh,
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Jesus, you vain. Why you talk about people like you? No. But I ask parent or partner because black men especially, I feel we lean a lot on black women for almost everything. I mean,
I do love my mom.
Right. Before we even go that far, like just society as a whole leans on black women and have linked on black women for a very long time. For the longest times, black women were the white people's nannies. They raised a whole bunch of white people.
Take it this deep.
This is where it all comes from for me.
Very surface with this shit.
Come on, now you talking to me?
Really?
Go ahead. I go here.
Go ahead.
Deep. But yeah. So like it's just from the like if we go even further back, that there's stories of black slaves actually breastfeeding white babies when the mothers couldn't breastfeed them. So. All right, I don't know. Okay, I don't know why you brought anybody name into this.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
But and I feel like it's just evolved and morphed from there to where we are today, where almost as we look at black women to basically raise us past the point that we should already be raised.
Well, every guy isn't like that.
Explain, elaborate.
Well, I'm not like that.
Right.
And also, I don't think it's fair just to say black men lean on women. Like, I think that can be like parent. Like, that's a trait thing that doesn't rely on like sex. Maybe that guy, like maybe that particular guy that's leaning on maybe this baby boy ass nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you just a baby boy.
What you get what I'm saying? Y'all, everybody seen Baby Boy. Like maybe it's that guy.
Right.
Every guy's not like that. Like
right.
I know plenty of guys who, you know what I mean.
Well, I mean, there's always
rely on their woman for anything,
right?
But sex or
right.
Not to say like
there's always
anything the women are good for.
No. I believe there's always an anomaly. I believe there's always a rogue in the right. But if we look at society as a whole, if we look at the number of black men as a whole in this country, I think there's more that just depend on it. Not and like the men you're talking about, that's a very niche type of man, right?
Judged.
I didn't smell nothing. A little bit of Brotsworth. But that's a very niche type of man. You get what I'm saying? Because most men, no matter what, they're leaning on a black woman for something. Whether it's the mama, it's the grandmama, the auntie that they cool with, their sister. There's something they're leaning on. You get what I'm saying? Because black women are the most nurturing creature on this earth.
Are you switching your angle?
Am I switching it? No.
Okay.
No,
I was ready with the angle you said. Okay.
No, we still here. I just want to show my love.
Okay.
I just want to show my love.
I got scared for a minute.
No. But back to the angle. Me asking, who are some of the women that you've leaned on growing up?
I mean, So I'm a gay guy.
Mm-hmm.
The only person woman that I leaned on, for the most part, has been my mom.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I have sisters.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know my mom's mom,
Right.
but I had a relationship with my dad's mom. I mean, that's grandma. We were good, you know.
Right.
But my family's really not traditional like that. My grandma, she didn't cook for the holidays. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like she wasn't like a big mama. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Right.
She was
Right.
grandma, and like I didn't see the men in my life leaning on women that hard because all the men that were in my life, like my dad and like my brothers and shit, like it was normal for my brothers because my mom was like a single parent, you know what I mean? So it was normal for like my brothers to like look for mom for something or hey mom, but they still knew their dad. You know, their dad was still like he didn't live there, but he was like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I have different dads.
Yeah, we have different dads. I'm the only child between my mom and dad. Shout out to my mom and dad. But like, you almost made me lose my train of thought. I think because like my brothers grew up in that like environment, they didn't want to depend on a woman like that because they seem like they're like, yo, I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? My mom had to do so much. I see like, you know what I'm saying? So I get what you're saying because I definitely know guys that are like dependent on their girl,
right? And
like and look at their girl like their mom.
Has there ever been a trait from your mother or your grandmother that you got to know? Was there ever a trait that you looked for in a partner like that?
No, because I don't date girls.
Right.
So it's hard for me to see my mom's trait in a guy. I would see more of my dad trait. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Or like something like that. I see like motherly shit in some of my homegirls, like my girlfriends.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? But like, you know, like I don't know, like my mom, like the influence that my mom has had on my life has been like, you know, like all the good shit, like the shit I buy at the grocery store when I go shopping. I buy shit I saw my mom buy.
Right,
you know
same here.
Like how, you know, just basic shit, you know?
Yeah.
How to be nice, how to be kind, how to, you know what I mean, how to treat other people, like just upbringing, you know, is very important and like morals and shit, but like you know, like I think with guys, like their mom always gonna have their back. Kind of like girls with their father.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I just think like that. But does that make the guy at fault if he meets a girl who has this extra nurturing ass spirit and she conforms the guy into looking at him in that way? You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like,
if she enables him.
Yeah, because there's a lot of hoes out here with the grandma syndrome. I'm just giving it. I'm coining in that the grandma syndrome. I wrote that shit down.
All right, so hold that because I was going to talk about the Oedipus complex real fast.
Okay, let's.
Then we can double back into because because what you said it makes sense, right? Because it kind of goes into with that. If anybody speaking of Baby Boy, like you brought up earlier,
I think that's the perfect example.
John Singleton opens it up with the scene with crazy ass Tyrese. And
he crazy now.
You know, I should have said Jody.
Because
Jody and Tyrese, two different people.
But Jody
with
and
Jody opens up the scene with Jody in almost like a amniotic sac with him in the placenta. With him in the placenta and then like being birthed out as a grown ass man. So in the Oedipus complex, it's a complex where men look at where usually single mothers who have sons, those sons tend to look at their mother almost as if that's his girl. So in that, I've seen a lot of men, and I've kind of been victim to it myself.
I think we like all of us, because like a lot of young boys are overprotective of their mom.
Right.
Don't look at my mom.
Right.
Like, sit your ugly little ass down.
Right.
Like, and that was me. Like, don't look at my mom. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like all of us, like, I'm pretty sure your firecracker ass, I'm sure you probably tried to fight hella people for looking at your mom. Because that's the first thing you say. My dad wasn't around. I was with my mom.
Definitely.
Yeah. So I mean, we've all experienced that. I feel like,
right,
on some level.
So on the inverse of that, it's like some men are looking. So they leave that right, and then look for a woman to then step in and be their mother, and that'll go into your grandma syndrome. So explain this grandma syndrome to me.
So the grandma syndrome, simply put, is exactly what you just said. It's those women or guys,
right.
You know, it's that person who has those extra ass nurturing spirit, this extra nurturing spirit
right.
that enables the other person to conform to this like, well, like I'm leaning on you type of situation. Like,
Okay.
I'm gonna depend on you. You're gonna make the food and shit. If you don't cook, I won't eat type of thing. Like, and just let you lead and take care of everything. And when a problem arises, I'm looking to you to fix it and shit like that. Like, that's the grandma syndrome. Because it's a lot of hoes. Excuse me. It's a lot of girls out here that, you know, think that that's being cute and polite and laying up with these guys playing house.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they just simply got the grandma syndrome, and the guy realized that shit early on.
And takes advantage.
And he takes advantage.
Right.
Is he wrong? You know what I mean?
Right. But is she wrong? Because what if that's the only way she knows how to interact with a man? Because that's what she's seen her mother do, and that's what she's seen her grandmama do, and that's
what I said.
Right.
Like, single parent home, comfortability. Like when like we do what we see our parents do.
Yeah.
Or done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're a product of them. So if she's watching her mom cater to these guys her whole growing up and the wonder years of her childhood, then she's gonna like grow up thinking that that's how she has to keep a man, or that's what's normal, or that's how, you know, it's supposed to go. That's why it's so important for like parents to just, to me, it's important for parents to just show them their kids like, yo, it's hella ways to live out here. Like, it's not just one culture. It's hella cultures. Like, you decide how you want to live. It's your life. You know what I mean? Versus, you know, living after me. Like, I want you to be better than me. I don't have kids. But ideally, it would be, you know, I want you to be better than me. Don't do the shit I'm doing. Like, see what I'm doing and like do something different. Right. Versus, well, I saw my mom, you know, X, Y, and Z. Like, on that
so
end.
So
you kind of got to pick and choose.
So because in a lot of cultures you do see a lot of women being submissive or docile to the male. So does this act of patriarchy perpetuate things like this? Perpetuate these traditions and perpetuate these elaborate.
I mean, I think that like the whole, because I feel like you were going in the direction of saying like, you know, with marriage and like how that whole thing, like, and we talked about this, I want to say like 2 or 3 episodes ago, how I think that the whole marriage setup is just like a personal mandate. The guy who, you know, this guy had a girl, I want you to be only with me, you can only sleep with me, and you can't do X, Y, and Z, you can only do this, that, and the third, like as a way of controlling, and it caught like wildfire, and like people it was trending.
You said know? Marriage is an epidemic.
Yeah, and like it became the new norm. Like it only takes a small amount of people to do something for everybody to catch on. Like Instagram, niggas are doing photo shoots for the gram now. It's just for the gram.
I feel subbed.
I mean, I'm not subbing you because your shoot was not for the gram.
Oh, yes, it was.
Yeah, it was.
No,
your manager
specifically said, I need cool pictures for Instagram.
But you get what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I just think that the whole thing is just man-made and it's like set up. And they've intertwined religion into it to even get more people to do it. And like, it became the normal. It was never normal for a girl. To me, it was never normal for like a woman to be that submissive. Like a woman gives life, like to life. You know what I'm saying? Right. Men can't do that. So
that's true.
I feel like women are queens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, absolutely.
And they should be like held up, not compressed and like. You know what I mean?
The word you're looking for is oppressed.
Oppressed. Excuse me. I said compressed.
You compress a file.
Compress a file. I'm sorry. Oppressed. Y'all get what I'm saying though. This live. And your phone is doing something weird.
My phone died. That's the weird part. It's dead. It's dead.
The PlayStation is.
It is not on. But I'll ask you this question before we close out.
We're not closing out.
This portion, there's other parts. What is it? I'll ask 2. Number 1, does that hinder the male? Does living like that, or does being in a relationship like that, or continuing to be in relationships where you're nurtured, over nurtured, does that hinder a man's growth?
It depends on a man. Like, to me, you know what I mean? It's all circumstantial. Like, you know, like it depends on the guy. Like, if he a nothing ass nigga and like he's dependent on this woman, then of course he's gonna be
Right.
like, you know.
If they leave these relationships, they are going into other relationships, molded from that specific relationship. That always does not. That typically doesn't happen with women. Women are pretty much linear in who they are from relationship to relationship, good or bad. You get what I'm saying? So now you move from this relationship where you were literally being molded and almost parented by this woman, coddled. Then you go into another relationship and you're looking for that in this. You're looking for that same thing in another woman. So I personally don't think it is possible. I would like to see it though. I do.
It depends on the person, I think it depends on the person and whatever void that other person is feeling. Like,
True.
Because if a woman can have an awesome relationship with her father, but if he molested her, then that's not an awesome relationship, right? But like, you get what I'm saying? Like, there might be voids that she's looking for another person to fulfill. Okay, we got another question. I'm gonna read this one. All right, we got another question.
He's so old.
Oh no! Do you believe in gender-based roles?
Hell yeah.
And then the second part, as example, men must always pay for dinner because the father did growing up. Whoa. I think it should be either way. Like, I don't think it's... Do you believe... I don't believe in gender-based roles.
I do.
Because I'm not in a gender-based relationship. Does that make sense?
I mean, kind of. Kind of it makes sense, but I'm pretty sure there's a submissive and a dominant personality.
I'm not trying to just open up my relationship.
Sure,
like
don't.
that.
Okay,
but
well,
I mean, it's not
right.
Are you the woman in your relationship?
Am I the woman? No, I date women, so no,
your
I'm
hair
not.
is longer than the woman in your. No, I'm joking. Okay. No shots was fired.
Look at that.
I love the woman in his life.
Yo.
Next question.
I do believe. I personally do believe in gender-based roles. I don't believe in them. I don't believe they're as integral or intricate as people make them when it comes to paying for things. I do believe there are just things that women do better than men, naturally, and vice versa.
Yes.
So yeah, I personally do.
Because
do you guys have any advice for the man that jumps around looking to fill that void and wants a woman to mold them?
Advice for Jody.
Advice for Jody.
Ooh, this is a segment. We got it.
Ooh,
put this on the card. Put this up and put it on the card. Advice for Jody every week. Yeah, go ahead. Advice for Jody.
My advice. You go first. I need to think about this.
You supposed to go first. I'm leading, boy.
Oh yeah, you're right. My advice, my premature advice. This is real premature. I'm probably gonna have more advice after he go. But right now, my advice for Jody would be, if you're just try to be independent. Like, don't try to look for someone else to build you up and fill a void like that should have been filled like growing up. Like, you got to get over it. Like, you didn't have a great childhood. Whatever you're looking for, you just got to keep it moving and like move on. That would be my advice. Like, you can't go to woman looking for her to help you get to where you need to be. That's crazy to me. That would be my advice. From hopping around to get built up. That was a question.
I'm going to say, do what works for you, but don't hurt anyone in the process. You have to know what exactly you're looking for. You need to know where that void comes from, right? Because a lot of people, us humans, are looking to fill voids, but you don't know where the leak is coming from.
Yes.
Right? There's a void that you're looking to fill, but you don't know why the void is there. You don't know where that void is. So you keep putting stuff in there, and
maybe
you don't realize there's not a bottom. I agree.
Maybe you should
this is our therapy here, but I do
know?
agree. You could tune in every Wednesday at 8 p.m. on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for Black Boy Joy as your therapy, if that by any chance helps you.
And therapy's like trending now. It's like cool for people to go to therapy now.
Yeah, which is my problem. I don't like that part. Like, I don't like that it's a trend because trends usually die.
I mean, but
But yeah, Jody, take care of yourself and those around you. And if you do know where that void comes from, just at least if that's what you're gonna do, at least be able to survive if no one is there.
Should women stay to nurture these men, or should they dip? Like once they show the
If she's not getting,
If you find a woman that's good enough to nurture you, have some kids with her so she can nurture your kids
okay,
and keep it moving.
I'm not 100% mad at that. I did it.
You know what I mean?
I trizapped mine.
That was
Trizap
for you.
Oh, well, I did it. You ain't had to tell me. I already knew. I was like, oh, this is a good woman. She about to get these babies.
So, you know,
Trapped.
Like, because you might not find a woman like that again, and then you be kicking yourself like, damn, I haven't found that woman yet because, well, you know.
Okay.
But if I do, she getting these babies.
We need I need there to be an owl or a cricket or something.
We'll add that in.
Yeah, wow. But I do believe the woman should stay if she is getting what she feels she needs in return. If she's nurturing this man and her needs are being met, then I think you should stay.
Who is she not to nurture him?
I only say leave when you feel that you are not getting equally what you are putting out. Not that you're doing for reciprocity, but you should be cherished and upheld in a relationship if you're putting something out. And on that, my wellness moment pretty much concludes to what I just said. And what I always say, just be accountable for your actions, be accountable for those around you and those you hold close to you. We can't continue this trend of just looking for mothers outside of our own mothers. We got to get out of the trend of dating a mother.
Yo, I just got a really good comment that I wanna read out loud from Jennifer in Chicago.
Hey, Jennifer in Chicago.
Jennifer said, "A person should be stable mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and financially, and self-sufficient prior to participating in a relationship." And I agree. That's for Jody, and that's gonna be my wellness moment. And with that, guys.
And on that, make sure you tune in each and every Wednesday at 8 p.m. on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook Live. Where else are we? That's it. On Wednesdays at 8 for Black Boy Joy Show. Yep. Follow us at Black Boy Joy Show on all social media platforms. Yes. Follow myself, Mouse_Jones on Twitter and Instagram.
Follow me, Marcus, Mark Ivory. Follow me on all platforms. We out here.
Yes.
Gang, gang.
Be tuned. We got some big things coming up.
Make
sure you hit up our sponsor, Wealthy Images.
Because who wouldn't want a Wealthy Images?
A basic bitch wouldn't.
Right. So guys, I'm Marcus Ivory.
I'm Mouse Jones.
And that's it for Black Boy Joy this week.
Gang. Yeah.